Okay, number 20. Determine which lines, if any, are parallel. Justify your answer. Okay, let's see. 3 is congruent to 15. 3, this angle here, is congruent to 15. If that's the case, it would be this transversal and these parallel lines. So L would be congruent or parallel. L is parallel to M, and we would justify that by corresponding angles. Congruent. There we go. Alright, 4 plus 1 equals 180. Here's 4. This 4. This angle here. And this angle up here. Alright. Those angles are consecutive exterior. And if they add up to 180, then this line A is parallel to B. So A parallel to B, consecutive exterior angles equal 180. Okay, 9 is congruent to 5. 9 and 5 are up here. That would be this transversal, A, and these two lines, but 9 and 5 are consecutive interior. They're supposed to add up to 180, not be congruent, so this one is going to be none. And D8 is congruent to 15. We've got 8 here. I'll put 3 loops on that. It's congruent to 15, 2, 3. So these are congruent. This would be the transversal, and it would be lines L and M. These are alternate interior angles. So L is parallel to M, alternate interior, AIA, congruent. Okay. Fill in a 2-column proof. Use the statements and reasons given. Okay, this one's going to be more difficult than the one you're going to see. You'll have some choices. Let's see. Alright, let's start with the first one. First statement is always going to be given. So we just need to copy down this information here. AB is congruent to XY. AC is congruent to XZ, and BC is congruent to YZ, and that is all given to us. Okay, now we need to prove that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle XYZ. So we've already used this. All of these, put those down, and the reason given, already use that. If we know that, we can say that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle XYZ, and the reason we can say that is side, side, side postulates. There we go. Okay. Use the diagram below to answer 22 through 27. Calculate the slope of line NP. NP is right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go from this point to this point, because I know those are on intersections. So I'm going to go rise is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 over 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the slope is 6 over 8. We always have to write slope in simplest term, so let's make that 3 over 4. Done. Calculate the slope of a line perpendicular to line NP. Well, if this slope is 3 over 4, perpendicular to that has to be the opposite reciprocal. So a reciprocal would be 4 over 3. Since this is positive, the opposite would be negative. Calculate the slope of a line parallel to line NP. Well, if two lines are parallel, they have the same slope, so NP's slope and the line parallel to NP would be the same, 3 over 4. Now we need the midpoint of segment NP. Okay, midpoint. Okay, we need the coordinates. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, negative 1. So this N is negative 4, negative 1. And P is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is positive 4, positive 5. Okay, so midpoint. We stack them, add them, divide by 2. So we're going to do 4, 5, and negative 4, negative 1. Okay, let's leave those in parentheses. We're going to stack them. Now we're adding them. 4 plus negative 4 is 0. 5 plus negative 1 is 4. Now we have to divide this all by 2. 0 divided by 2 is 0. 4 divided by 2 is 2. So the midpoint is 0, 2. Now, use the distance formula to calculate the length of segment NP. Okay, again, we're going to use the same coordinates. This time we're going to use the distance formula. So distance equals square root of x sub 1, or x sub 2. Let's see, this will be x sub 2. Let's go ahead and label these x sub 1, y sub 1, x sub 2, y sub 2. So x sub 2 would be 4 minus x sub 1, which is negative 4, close parentheses squared, plus y sub 2 is 5 minus y sub 1 is negative 1, close parentheses squared. 4 minus a negative 4 is 4 plus 4, which would be 8 squared. So now we just change that into pluses. So 8 squared plus 5 minus negative 1 is 5 plus 1, which is 6 squared. And for space, I'm going to just write this out this way. So distance equals square root of 64 plus 36. And that's the square root of 100, which is 10. So the distance formula, so NP equals 10. Now we use Pythagorean theorem, calculate the length of segment TW. TW is right here. Okay, so these coordinates are 0, 1, negative 1, and these are 1, negative 3. Okay, and to use Pythagorean theorem, really all we have to do is turn this into a right triangle. Okay, I've got 1 this way and 2 this way. So c squared equals 1 squared plus 2 squared. So c squared equals 5. And to find c, we have to do the square root of c squared equals the square root of 5. And doing that in our calculator, 2.2. So c equals 2.2. Done. Okay, 28 says find the measure of each angle. So 1, 2, and 3. Okay, let's just start here. The only place I really can start, I need to find this angle measure here. So let's do 58 plus 39 is 97. 180 minus 97 is 83. So this angle here is 83. This angle here would be 83. Vertical angles. These two are going to add up to 180, remember? So 180 minus 83, as you can see, is going to be 97. So angle 1 is 97. And then to find 3, I'm just going to add 83 plus 35, which is 118. And I know triangle has 180, so 180 minus 118 equals 62. 62. Measure of angle 1 equals 97 degrees. Measure of angle 2 equals 83 degrees. And the measure of angle 3 equals 62 degrees. Done. 29. Find the measure of each angle. Okay. Alright, well, right away, let's see. I know that all three of these, I don't know if I need this yet, this equilateral triangle, so these are all 60 degrees. And this is a vertical angle, so I can put a 60 there. I can find angle 2 if I do 60 plus 58, which is 118. 180 minus 118 is 62. So this angle here is 62. I know these three have to add up to 180. So I'm going to do 70 plus 62, which is 132. 180 minus 132 is 48. So this angle right here is 48. Okay, now let's see, I know I can find this because these add up to 180. So 180 minus 119 is 61. So this angle here is 61. If I had 61, 48, that gives me 109. If I set 180 minus 109, gives me 71. So angle 1 up here is 71 degrees. Now what? I've got 71, 61, 48. Okay, I've got a straight line right here, and I've got 70 plus 48 already, so if I add 70 plus 48, that gives me 118, and if I subtract 118 from 180, that gives me 62, so 62 is going to go right here. If this is isosceles, then 62 is going to go right here, and then all I have to do is go up here, 62 plus 62 is 124, and 180 minus 124 is 56, so 56 is going to go right here. I found everything I need. Angle 1, 71. Angle 2, 62 degrees. Angle 3 is also 62 degrees. And angle 4 is up here, and that is 56 degrees. A lot of work, but it's all right.